There was an office in the city that everyone wanted to work in. They paid well, very well. If you added the salary on paper, it was enough to live comfortably. But there was a secret about that place. Anyone who worked there never enjoyed their money. People will receive salary at the end of the month, smile, thank God, and promise themselves to save. Yet, before the next salary came, the money was gone. Not because they bought big things, not because they sent money home. They just couldn't explain where the money went. It was like pouring water into a basket. Transport to work, yes, they could afford that. Food, they ate, though not well. Helping family back home, almost impossible. Some workers had worked there for years and still wore old clothes, shoes with torn soles, belts held together with pins and threads. One man joked that his shoes knew the cobbler better than they knew his house. Anyone who tried to resign faced another problem. Once you left that office, jobs disappeared, interviews failed for no reason, savings dried up, life became harder than before. So people stayed, afraid, confused, and tired. Chinedu was the main one in this story. He came from a small town. He was smart, hardworking, and hopeful. When he got the job at that office, his family celebrated. His mother said, "Now our suffering has reduced." The salary was good, truly good. But after 3 months, Chinedu noticed something strange. He could go to work every day. He could eat once or twice. But at the end of the month, nothing remained. He tried to track his spending. He even wrote things down. Still, the money vanished. His shoes became so bad that a cobbler near the office knew him by name. "Ah, my brother, you again?" the man would say, shaking his head. Yet, Chinedu was earning more than his friends in other companies. He barely sent money home. And when he did, it was small. One night, his mother had a terrible dream. She saw her son inside a cage. The cage was golden on the outside, but inside it was dark. Chinedu was shouting, but no sound came out. She woke up crying and called him immediately. "My son," she said, "I saw you in a cage. Something is holding your life." Chinedu was quiet. He didn't argue. He just told her, "Pray for me, Mama. I will pray too." One evening, as Chinedu was closing from work, an old woman stopped him by the roadside. She looked at him closely and said, "You are walking, but your glory is not following you." Chinedu froze. She continued, "Your destiny has been exchanged. That place you walk, something is feeding on people's labor." She told him to fast for 3 days and pray with a strong Bible verse about breaking curses and freedom. After that, he should give food or money to beggars, quietly, without showing off. Chinedu obeyed. On the 3rd night, he had a dream. He saw a mighty man standing before him, dark and heavy, saying, "You will not escape." Then suddenly another figure appeared, bright and calm, trying to open the cage. Chinedu woke up shaking. The next morning, he went to the office like usual. Before noon, his boss called him in. No warning, no explanation. "You are no longer needed here," the boss said. Just like that. Chinedu walked out in shock, holding his bag, his mind empty. On his way home, confused and scared, he saw the old woman again. She nodded and said, "That was the first phase." She told him to go to a church and ask the pastor to pray for him and follow God's direction. Chinedu did exactly that. During prayer, the pastor stopped and said he saw a vision. He said, "Your boss took what was not his. He took your glory. That office survives by trapping destinies." Prayers were said, chains were broken. It wasn't instant, but slowly, Chinedu's life changed. He got another job, less pay at first, but peace followed him. His money began to stay. His shoes lasted. His family felt the change. He was free. Moral of the story: not every good salary is a blessing. Not every open door is safe. Some places pay well but collect something greater in return.
Thank you for listening to this tale. If you enjoyed this story, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves folk tales. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments who your favorite character was and why. Your support helps keep these stories alive. Until the next tale, stay curious, stay inspired.